savvy and sustainable in fashion is something that I always try to do, but lately I have been in a bit of a fashion slump. If you've been feeling the same, definitely carry on watching for some tips on how you can shop your own wardrobe and be more sustainable with fashion. Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel and to a new video. Like I said, today's video is going to be all about how you can shop your own wardrobe. Recently I found myself really struggling for knowing what to wear, having enough outfit options even though I've got a massive wardrobe full of clothes, and just generally feeling a bit deflated with my fashion choices at the moment. I don't know whether it's the transition between going from winter to spring. I do tend to find this sort of period quite difficult with knowing what to wear because it's still too cold to be wearing spring clothes, but it just feels so off-season to be wearing massive jumpers all the time and fully in winter clothes as well. So it's a bit of an awkward time of year. So I do feel like each year this kind of fashion slump happens at the same sort of time for me. And maybe you've clicked on today's video feeling the exact same way and you just want to know how you can start shopping your own wardrobe so you're not having to buy new pieces every time that you feel like you're in a fashion slump. If you do enjoy today's video, make sure to give it a like and leave a comment down below any other tips that you might have for getting out of a fashion slump or shopping your own wardrobe as well. It would be great to share lots more tips in the comments. If you are not already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you're notified every single time I upload a new video. So, if you don't really know what I mean by a fashion slump, a few symptoms that I struggle with are never knowing what to wear, feeling really overwhelmed with the choice of what to wear in your wardrobe, and just having a mini style crisis in general. I'm kind of getting to that age now where I just really want to have my wardrobe sorted and know that everything in my wardrobe is stuff that I want to wear and I feel comfortable in. I'd love to be able to create a capsule wardrobe, that's always been my goal, but I just find my style seems to be changing so much over the years that it just doesn't seem feasible to create a capsule wardrobe, but it's something that I really, really want to do. And I feel like by shopping my own wardrobe more, I might possibly be able to get to that stage sooner rather than later, I'm hoping. And with these tips that I have done lots of research on, finding out from other bloggers how they shop their own wardrobes and how they make their own capsule wardrobe, will hopefully help me to do this more with my own clothes. So if you're in the same position as me, you might want to have pieces in your wardrobe that you can pick out in the morning and know that lots of different pieces are going to just go together and it's effortless, you don't really need to think about it, and you just feel good and comfortable in whatever you wear. For me, I know that is certainly not the case. There are certain things in my wardrobe that I don't really feel comfortable in, or they're just not necessarily my style anymore, so I don't really tend to reach for them. Now, this is probably the first thing where I'm going wrong, and it does lead me on to my first tip. You need to make sure you're decluttering. Now, even though I do declutter my wardrobe about 4 times a year, so I try to do it with each season, I still have so many things in there that I just don't wear, and I really need to be brutal and just get rid of stuff like that. I just don't like doing it. When something still fits me and it's still in good condition, I just feel a bit weird getting rid of stuff. I know obviously I can sell it on Vinted or Depop, which is of course a great way to get more money for new pieces that you can add to your wardrobe that you're going to actually wear. But I just have this weird connection to some of my clothes and I don't understand it. Maybe some of you feel the same as well, so you might struggle to declutter too. I hope that I'm not the only person who has this problem, but it really is so important to make sure you're decluttering your wardrobe often so that you can keep on top of knowing exactly what's in your wardrobe, because I do feel like a lot of the time you probably forget what's actually in your wardrobe, especially if you're like me and you like to separate your wardrobes out, so you have your autumn winter one and then your spring summer one, so you switch them out. I kind of put my spring summer stuff away for the autumn and winter, and then I'll bring it back out when the weather starts getting warmer again. And it's kind of like a nice way to actually shop your wardrobe in a sense that you've forgotten what you actually own for the season. I think separating the seasons is also nice so that you don't have everything in your wardrobe all the time, because that can make it seem so much more overwhelming when you've got so many clothes in your wardrobe all at once and they don't even match the season, and you're having to like rifle through loads of like mini skirts and tank tops during the middle of winter. It just feels weird. So I definitely would recommend to split up your wardrobes into autumn, winter, and then spring and summer, so that you're immediately eliminating anything that is not going to fit for the season. One thing as well that might help you with decluttering when it comes to that time of year for you is to actually, once you've worn a piece of clothing and you put it back into your wardrobe, turn the hang around so that it's facing the opposite direction. So then when you come to your clear out, you can actually visually see what you have and haven't worn. And I would say, as a general rule, if you've not worn stuff for a whole season, it needs to go. This, of course, is so much easier said than done. If you do struggle like me to be brutal to get rid of stuff, maybe hire a friend or your partner and they can help you be more brutal. Moving on to my next tip, I would say personal style is the easiest and best way to tell people who you are without having to say anything. So it really does shine through your clothes and what you're wearing. With this comes the whole situation of feeling like you have to buy new things all the time. And I really would like to stress that you do not need to buy new things just to feel stylish. Everybody's style is totally different, and that is a good thing. I think if you want to follow trends, that's perfectly fine. But I would say not to invest in trending pieces, because the trends are always in and out with the season, with the year, and trends just don't last. If you want to go with the trends, maybe look on Depop or Vinted for cheaper alternative. And going for secondhand is obviously a lot more sustainable as well, especially in terms of buying things that are trending. So of course, when it does come to trends, yes, maybe you're going to need a new piece in your wardrobe to wear that trend specifically, but there are other ways to fit in with the trends without having to buy new stuff all the time. I would say a lot of the time you'll probably find you'll be able to be on trend and feel really stylish by just using what you've already got in your wardrobe. Most of the time it just comes down to how you're styling those pieces. So for example, with the 90s trend, it's a lot of like low-rise jeans and little cropped tank tops, that kind of thing. Most people will have a tank top in their wardrobe. One way that you could use this to make it more trendy is by cropping it yourself, by simply just tucking the bottom in to the bottom of your bra maybe, so that it's more cropped, and then going for a mid-rise jean rather than a low-rise, because you're most likely going to have mid-rise already in your wardrobe. So if you did want to hop on that trend, I would guarantee that you could probably do it with the contents of your wardrobe without having to buy new things. I personally don't really follow trends. I'm not really that kind of person, and the trends that do come up, I tend to not really like anyway. I'm much more of a classic kind of girl and go for those really timeless pieces that will be in style forever kind of thing. But I think the main thing to take away from this tip is to just know that you can be stylish without having to buy new stuff all the time. And I know it can be really difficult seeing things on social media. Obviously, lots of influencers are advertising new in things all the time, and it can be so hard to try to kind of avoid that and have tunnel vision to think, nope, I'm going to wear it for like a year and then probably never wear it again, so I don't need it. That's what you need to be thinking when it comes to trends, and making sure you're not just buying it because it's in fashion right now. My next big tip for shopping your own wardrobe is to use Pinterest. Pinterest is your best friend when it comes to outfit inspiration. Over the last few weeks, I've been doing a lot of research from other bloggers and on Pinterest to try and find what my style is and what I'm gravitating towards. I do feel like I've got different sides of my style, and sometimes I feel like being super comfy and super casual, which I feel like I'm going more towards at the moment, which is definitely more of that capsule wardrobe style. That's kind of what I'm loving at the moment. And I feel like as I get older as well, I can see myself wearing that sort of style more. But at the same time, I still want my style to be elevated, not just jeans and a t-shirt kind of thing. And I'm definitely not a joggers out and about kind of girl either. I'm still very much a girly girl. So then that brings me to the complete other side of my style, where I love dresses. I love everything pink and floral. But obviously, that can only be worn in spring and summer. So I struggle to kind of cross my two styles together to get an in between. And I don't know if that is a normal thing, if other people struggle with that as well. So, in terms of getting outfit inspo, if you're really struggling with knowing what to wear, I would definitely suggest go onto Pinterest and look up anything. You could literally search really specific stuff and it will come up with outfit inspo for that certain thing. For example, if you knew that you wanted to wear a white shirt, you could type into Pinterest outfits with a white shirt for spring, and it would come up with so many different photos. Just go through, see what you're liking, and then just try and recreate the photo with what you've got in your wardrobe. This is such a good way to shop your own wardrobe, because most of the time you are going to have pretty much what they're wearing in the photo already in your wardrobe without having to go and buy anything new. And it really is quite eye-opening when you do this. So I would definitely suggest to head to Pinterest. If you've not got a Pinterest account already, definitely make one, because it will be your best friend when it comes to fashion styling. The main reason I would suggest Pinterest over Instagram is purely because I feel like it's so much easier to get influenced to buy when you scroll through Instagram. Of course, it's a great way to still get outfit inspiration, but you do definitely need that tunnel vision and that mindset of do not buy anything new, because you're constantly being sold stuff basically on Instagram. And I find with Pinterest, you're not going to know where those pieces are from in the photos necessarily. So it's a lot easier to not even think about buying something new and to just think, oh, I'm going to just recreate that with what I've already got. But if you're not really a Pinterest kind of girl, of course, you can use Instagram. It is such a great tool to find outfit inspiration. There's so many influencers out there, of course, that post all the time different outfit photos and things like that. I'm just going to do a little shameless plug here. Of course, I have an Instagram page and I do post a lot of outfit inspo. So if you do like my kind of style, whatever my style is, definitely head over to my Instagram at KatieLivionRose if you don't follow me already. Give me a follow and check out all of my outfit inspiration videos and photos. I do wear a lot of affordable fashion as well anyway, which can make it a lot easier, so you're not feeling like you're constantly being sold designer pieces like a lot of the big influencers do. So it's very affordable fashion anyway, and I do shop a lot of my stuff on Vinted. So I try to kind of encourage people to shop secondhand rather than buying things new. Most of my clothes now are from Vinted. I don't buy many new pieces anymore, just because Vinted is such a great tool to get pretty much what's already on the high street for a lot cheaper and being a lot more sustainable because it's secondhand. So yes, I feel like I've rambled on quite a lot about Instagram and Pinterest and the differences there, but yeah, I definitely would recommend getting Pinterest and using that to recreate your own Pinterest outfits. The final tip I have for you is something I saw on Instagram a few weeks ago from an influencer that I follow. It is called the 333 Outfit Challenge. This is something that I have now tried over on my Instagram, so if you've not seen that reel of the 333 Challenge, definitely go head over to my Instagram feed and check that out. This is such a great way to shop your own wardrobe. Whoever thought of this idea, I don't know whether this influencer, I'll put her video up on the screen. I don't know whether she was the first one to do this or not, but she's obviously who I saw it from, and I just thought it's such a great idea. If you've not heard of the 333 challenge before, it's basically where you choose 3 tops, 3 bottoms and 3 pairs of shoes from your wardrobe and try to make as many outfit combinations from those pieces as you possibly can. It was really eye-opening for me to see how many outfit combinations I managed to get from such a small selection of pieces in my wardrobe. It really made me see that you can have a capsule wardrobe and style your pieces in so many different ways with a really small selection of pieces. And I think this is a fantastic way to shop your own wardrobe because you're feeling like you're getting more from your money, more from what you already own, and just re-wearing things a lot more in different ways, but still feeling like you're dressing well and being able to style clothes in multiple ways without it looking like it's the same outfit. I think that's the main thing that I struggle with when it comes to creating a capsule wardrobe. I just always tend to think the outfits are going to look really similar because usually with a capsule wardrobe you have a lot less stuff. So I always worry that outfits are going to tend to look really samey, but they really don't. So I would highly recommend giving this challenge a go. Of course, you don't need to record it and you don't need to post it online. Just do it for yourself. Maybe get a friend or your partner or family to come over and have a bit of fun with it. Just try out this challenge, show them how many outfit combinations you can get from a select few pieces, and I'm sure it will shock them too. I think this challenge as well is a great way to experiment with your personal style. So if you're in a bit of a fashion slump like I am at the moment, where you don't really know what your personal style is and you're having a bit of a mini style crisis, the 333 outfit challenge is probably a really good way to maybe get yourself out of it, because you're gonna put outfits on that you don't like. Let's be realistic here. You're gonna have combinations that you put together and you just think, oh my god, what the hell is that? But that's a good thing that you have that as well as the good outfits. That is why you do challenges like this and you mix different pieces with things that you probably wouldn't have thought to put together before. I would say if you're not an Instagrammer or a content creator like me, still do take photos of the outfit combinations that work for you, that you really like, so that you can have a little storage bank on your phone of all the outfits you know work. So on those days that you're really struggling to know what to wear, you can just scroll through that album and choose an outfit that way. It will feel a little bit like Clueless, you know, where she like picks her outfit on her little computer screen. It could be a bit like that. So it's quite a fun way to choose your outfit for the day as well. So my lovelies, that is all of the tips and tricks that I've got up my sleeve for you today on how to shop your own wardrobe. Hopefully these little things help you to do that and help you get out of the fashion slump that you might be in. I really hope that you're able to find your own personal style and be more sustainable and savvy in fashion. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!